On December 11, 2025, Tektronik Industries filed a short announcement with the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. It was discontinuing the Hart business. $156 million of annual revenue ended. Hart was Walmart's exclusive power tool brand. The largest retailer on earth now has no exclusive power tool brand at all. Weeks later, Lowe's finished clearing the last of Flex off its shelves. 2 retailers, 2 platforms, 14 months. And if your batteries are sitting on either one of them, nobody sent you a letter. A battery platform is not a purchase, it's a contract. When you buy the drill, then the impact driver, then the circular saw, then the 4th battery, you have not bought 4 tools. You have signed up to a system, and the value of everything in that system depends on somebody continuing to make batteries that fit it. That contract has no expiry date printed on it. It has no notice period, and the other party can walk away without telling you. That is not a hypothetical. It has now happened 3 times in the American tool aisle, to 3 different brands, owned by 3 different corporations, sold through 3 different retailers. Each time, the tools kept working. Each time, the platform stopped growing. And each time, the people who found out last were the ones holding the batteries. What is worth understanding is not that it happened. It's how differently each one was handled, because the amount of warning you get turns out to depend entirely on who owns the brand. Hart at least got an announcement. Hart started in California in 1983, making framing hammers. Tektronik Industries bought it in 2007, and in 2019 relaunched it as Walmart's exclusive power tool brand on a 20-volt platform, built specifically for a price-sensitive customer. Then in December of 2025, Tektronik filed that announcement. Its chief executive, Stephen Richman, said the discontinuation supported the company's medium-term profitability objectives. Tektronik added that it would keep Hart in its family of brands. What that means was not explained. There is no timeline. There is no named replacement. There is no product roadmap. But notice what did happen. A filing was made. A date exists. Anyone who wanted to know could find out, because a listed company is obliged to say something. Flex never got one. In March of 2021, Lowe's and Chervon announced an exclusive partnership, and on April 12th, the Flex 24-volt line went on sale. The claims were not modest. 20% more power than competitors, 50% faster charging, a drill rated at 1,400 inch-pounds of torque, a reciprocating saw rated to cut 54 by 4s on a single charge. Lowe's ran a launch event called Flex Face Off, putting the tools head-to-head against the biggest names in the trade. The plan was a multi-year rollout of more than 100 compatible tools. This was Lowe's answer to Home Depot's grip on Milwaukee and DeWalt. Then it stopped. In late 2023, Lowe's workers reported an internal stop sale on Flex products. Through 2024 and 2025, the shelf space shrank. Holiday promotions were canceled. Stock went to clearance. By December of 2025, most of the listings had come off the website. And by early 2026, the brand was all but gone from the retailer that had launched it. Neither company has ever explained why. No filing, no press release, no letter to the people who had bought in on the strength of a 100-tool roadmap. Just a shelf that got smaller every quarter until it wasn't there. If you've ever bought into a battery system and wondered what happens if the company walks, subscribe. Because almost nobody covers this until the shelf is already empty. And Porter Cable got less warning than either of them. Porter Cable is owned by Stanley Black and Decker, and it was once a serious name in Finnish carpentry and woodworking. Its 20-volt max cordless line was never canceled. It was simply allowed to stop. New tools slowed to a trickle around 2018, then ceased. Lowe's pulled the cordless lineup. What remained drifted to clearance and online outlets. There was no announcement at all. Not a filing, not a statement, not a date. The line just quietly stopped existing, and owners worked it out from the shelves. 3 brands, 3 endings. One thing in common. It was not quality. Independent testers rated the Flex tools well, and they still perform exactly as they did the day they were bought. Hart tools did what they promised for the money. Porter Cable built its reputation on genuinely good equipment. What all 3 shared was a single retailer. Hart existed at Walmart. Flex existed at Lowe's. Porter Cable's cordless line leaned heavily on one chain. And when one buyer decides a brand is no longer worth the floor space, there is no second buyer to fall back on. The tool doesn't fail. The distribution does. Which changes the question you should be asking on the shop floor. Not, is this any good? The good ones die too. The question is, how many different places sell this platform? And what happens to it if the biggest one stops? There are 3 things you can check before you buy the 4th battery, and none of them take longer than a minute. First, count the retailers. If the answer is 1, you are exposed, however good the tool is. 2 or more chains plus independent dealers means somebody has to make the same decision twice before your platform is orphaned. Second, look at the release calendar. A healthy platform launches new tools every year. When new releases slow to nothing, the money has already moved somewhere else, and that shows up on the shelf long before anyone admits it. Porter Cable's line went quiet for years before the tools went away. Third, watch the clearance rack. A deep, sustained discount across an entire brand is not generosity. It is a retailer clearing inventory. It does not intend to reorder. Flex owners watched that happen for 2 straight years. So, who's next? The honest answer is that nobody can name a brand, and anyone who does is guessing. But you can see the structure clearly enough. Kobalt exists at Lowe's. Masterforce exists at Menards. Ryobi and Rigid exist at Home Depot. Every one of those is a platform whose future runs through a single retailer's purchasing decision. That is not a prediction that any of them will fail. Some of those relationships are decades deep and enormously profitable to both sides. It is a description of the same mechanism that ended the other 3. And there is one piece of good news worth saying plainly. Flex is not dead. It left Lowe's, but it is still sold elsewhere, including Amazon, and the tools and their warranties still work. Hart owners still have functioning tools. If you own either one, you have not lost your money. You have lost the roadmap. But that is the thing nobody prices in when they buy the 4th battery. You are not just buying performance. You are betting that a retailer you have never met, in a meeting you will never hear about, keeps deciding your brand deserves its shelf. Nobody sends a letter when that changes. They just stop restocking. If this changed how you think about the platform in your van, subscribe. The decisions that determine which tools you can still buy in 5 years get made in rooms nobody covers, and they get made without you.